Positive Jewish Parenting, Episode 11, Nighttime Lullabies. During the war, some Jewish people gave their children to non-Jewish neighbors or the local monastery in order to save their lives. In 1945, Rabbi Eliezer Silver was sent to Europe to help reclaim Jewish children who had been hidden during the Holocaust with these non-Jewish families. The problem was that for many of these children, they had spent a few years being brought up as Christian, so how would he even be able to tell who was a Jewish child? The monastery had done a great chesed, but they were not all willing to give back the Jewish children, and the children themselves were not aware that they were Jewish. Their parents may have been killed in the war, and they would not recognize the rabbi as their friend. He went to one monastery and asked for the Jewish children. The priest in charge said that he didn't think there were any Jewish children there. The rabbi said, "Fine, but please let me just visit the children this evening, and we will see then." As the children were going to sleep, he walked into their rooms, and he began singing the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Many children looked up and started crying, "Mama, Mama, Daddy, Daddy." They may not have remembered that they were Jewish, but this prayer, said every evening by their bed, had sunk deep into their souls, so much so that tears formed in their eyes upon hearing the words. We are so lucky to live in better times. We cannot imagine running away from our homes, God forbid, and having to give over our children to non-Jewish homes. Honestly, I doubt that any of those parents thought about this possibility either before Hitler came to power. Life is easier nowadays, and sometimes it means that we take our Judaism for granted. We have a country, Israel, we have Jewish friends, we have our traditions. These are all helpful for our children, but in this day and age, they need more to feel spiritual connection to Hashem. The power of Shema goes a level deeper into their souls. It is a prayer that reaffirms our faith in Hashem, and it is central to our belief. Ideally, we should say the whole first paragraph of Shema at night, but if one doesn't know that, the first 6 words are good to start with. Even if your children are older, you can share this with them and teach it to them, with a prayer that they will pass this on to their children. May Hashem grant our prayers for our children and strengthen their connection with Judaism.